Hello everyone, my name is Dorian and welcome to another track guide with the LMP2. We are at Spa and myself and Doc worked very hard to create this track guide and this setup. If you guys want to see more of these, let us know by hitting the like button, subscribing, jumping over to Mine's and Doc's Discord. There's links for everything in the description below. That's it. I'm just going to show you guys the lap real quick and then we're going to go over it corner by corner. See you on the track. Okay, so we're coming up to turn number 1. Let's look for a braking point. Very simple one, very easy to catch. As soon as this patch of dirt ends, I'm gonna start braking. So right here, I'm gonna start braking very hard, 90%, just slamming the brakes into first gear. Staying on the outside, I'm only gonna start turning in right about now. And as I turn in, obviously, I'm gonna start releasing the brakes. Right now, I'll just put it in first, and that's where I'm gonna do most of my turn in. Trail braking into the apex, mounting this curb on the inside, staying close to the wall, but not too early into the wall. So you want to be close to it, but don't go in too early. And I'm already back on throttle as I sort of dip down. So even before the dip, as I know I'm about to hit the dip, I'm already back on throttle. I'm trying to get back to the throttle as soon as possible. Me and Doc, we really worked hard for that the diff and the traction control work well here. You can be very aggressive on the exit. 70% and then back, bam, to 100. All the way out. Nice and easy. Into Eau Rouge. Well, 5th gear the whole way through. Some people like it in 6th. I believe 5th to be faster. If you stay in 5th, stay in 5th, still in 5th, still in 5th, still in 5th. Now into 6th gear. As I'm doing 276, sorry. You can see it right here. I'm doing 276. I'm gonna shift up, and that maybe half a tenth, maybe a few hundreds of a second faster. I believe it to be. All the way to the left here, using the curb under braking very hard as soon as I cross the white line here. The white line, or where the curb starts, that's your indication. Very easy to find it. Again, braking very hard, 90%. Starting to release it as I shift down the gears, and really release it as I turn in. So I sort of turn in 3rd and late into 2nd here. Trail braking into the curb, and I'm already back on throttle as I mount it. Around 50%. Don't be too aggressive. Just trying to maintain the car. And I'm lifting again. Trying to get the turn in. Mounting this curb, it does make the car bounce, but if you dismount it late enough, it's not gonna be too bad. If you dismount the left-hand curb earlier, it will upset the car a lot and you won't be able to put the power down and turn in. So I dismounted it late. That gives me enough traction to go back to the left here, going full throttle, staying in second gear, and as I turn into the right, as I straighten the car, I'm already starting to lift. As I turn into the right, I'm really gonna lift the throttle, let the car rotate nicely, and be smooth on my return. So around 40, 50, 60%, staying on it for a little bit, and then going back to 100, up to third gear, not a problem. Using this curb on the way out, car very good on the curbs here. I'm gonna brake a little bit. It seems like a little bit before the curb starts, so I would say maybe 7-8 meters before it starts, so right around here. Again, braking very hard. You're going downhill, but you have to learn to release it quickly as well. You want to put a lot of weight and a lot of the braking done early, trail braking into it very late into first gear here. You can try to carry it in second, I believe, first to be a little bit faster if you get it right. Keeping the car nice and neutral. Now I'm into first. So about almost halfway through the corner is where I'm putting in first, maybe a third of the way through. Car's nice and neutral at this point, hugging the inside the whole way through. I don't want to let the car go wide here, and very smooth and hesitant with my return to the throttle here. Remember, you are going in first gear. You want to be very gentle. Opening up the wheels. As I open up the wheel, I'm still hesitant. I'm not going flat out as soon as I open up the wheel. I'm still trying to probe for the grip, maintain it, going into second gear, and now I'm back in full throttle. Got to be very gentle on your exit here. And let's look for a line here. So I'm mounting this curb, braking about 35%, and then trail braking into it, staying in second gear, going back to around 50% as soon as I hit the apex, or a little bit before that even. Yeah, so, oh, well, quite a lot before I hit it then. Quite a lot before I hit it, 50%. Making sure I'm hitting the apex though, that's the important thing. And as soon as I dismount the curb, I'm already back at 100. Then the car go wide. And here I found a very easy trick. First of all, there's no braking point here. You're gonna have to look at the corner and decide for yourself. You keep it in fifth gear the whole way through. Oh, sorry, fourth gear. Sorry, you downshift into fourth. There's a green light here. That could be an indication. I'm not looking at it though. I'm looking at the corner. So you brake quite late here. You're actually very close to the corner when you start braking. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna smash it to 50% as I downshift. And then I'm going to release it very quickly into trail braking. So smashing it just to get it down into fourth gear in time, and then trail braking in fourth, pretty much the whole first apex. And as I kind of finish about 50% of it, or maybe 60% of it, going back to the throttle nice and smoothly. I was a little aggressive here, and that made me hesitant. As you can see, I had to lift again, because I wasn't sure I was going to make it through the corner. Kind of leaning on the tires a little too much. I would like to keep a tire line through there. It was pretty quick, but you can be better on the tires if you stay on the inside for a little bit longer. Flat out the whole way through from this point on. And going back to the left. Braking, I would say again, about 8 meters, 10 meters this time before the curb starts. Right after you cross the bridge, really. Braking very hard into third gear. You enter the corner in third and you downshift into second a little later than that. And you take it in second, try to hug it the whole way through. Don't turn in too early. You want to give it a little bit of a late apex, but you still want to be pretty close to it. You never want to let the car run too wide here, either on entry or exit. A little bit of throttle, 50, 60, 70%. As the car straightens out, I'm going to lift again, look for the turn in. I can see the car is turning in nicely. I'm going to apply throttle on the exit, mounting this curb 50%, maintaining the car, making sure it doesn't get upset. And back to full throttle again, all the way to the outside. Looking for a braking point now. I'm going to brake, I think, Actually, I'm gonna keep it in third gear. Just keep that in mind. That's a good tip. A lot of, it's very natural to want to upshift to fourth because you are hitting the limiter in third, but it makes braking here so much easier if you just keep it in third. You got that engine brake to help you. Braking as I don't know. Let's see here. Right around 10 meters before the curb starts. Braking around 70%. I'm not trying to brake too hard here. It's very easy to lock up or over rotate. Into second gear, looking for the curb on the inside. I want to mount it nicely. I don't want to miss it. Just a little bit of the front right. And I'm already back on throttle. Not very committed here right now because I'm trying not to get a 1x. And as I approach the curb, I'm going back at full throttle, and it's full throttle from this point on. Be very smooth on entry here, especially on the first couple laps. You don't want to have like snap. It can snap oversteer on you. You're not running very high downforce on this track, so be very smooth on entry. And you can give it more input as you go through the corner, and the car goes faster. You'll have more downforce. So the entry can get a little snappy, but halfway through you'll get more downforce, and you can turn in more if you need it. Nice smooth lines here, nothing special about it. You guys know how to take it. Let's look for a braking point. It's gonna be right as this patch of dirt starts, I believe. Yeah, we're right here, 90%, braking very, very, very hard. Staying on the left for as long as possible. Into second now, and into first right now. And as I put it in first, really release it. Trail brake into it, hug the inside, stay on the right for as long as I can. A little bit of maintenance throttle just to keep the back end in check. Middle of the track here. And lifting again, a little bit of braking just to put some weight on the fronts. Neutral through it, and I'm gonna start accelerating very smoothly from this point on. Look at how slow my throttle application is. Just to make sure I don't snap the rear end loose and I don't go too wide here to get an off track. Nice and easy. And that will give us a 200751. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you want to see more of these track guides with the free setup, please subscribe. It does tell me that you guys are interested, and that's pretty cool. Also look up Doc's Garage, Doc Setups, and there's a link for his Discord in the description below. That's it. Have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.